Hello everyone, this is Joanna from Joanna the Medium. These are going to be messages for the month of August. Sorry about being late. As I mentioned last month, I was really busy, then I had to go away for a few days and I just couldn't get a chance to, or didn't get a chance to record videos. Came back to extremely busy schedule already, so they are coming in fact a little bit late. But thank you so much for waiting, and I hope you will like them. Because they were late, I kind of thought maybe I should do something different, or maybe I should make them shorter. And I actually got a very strong feeling from Spirit that I should try something different for the sake of cutting some time. Well, turns out that the readings are actually longer. It's the setup that's slightly different. So what I was asked to do is do more of a channeled message, not using cards, and use fewer cards. And I actually thought it was going to be a shorter reading, but it turns out that in more cases, it's actually longer than the ones I've done in the past. So lots of different energies I'm working with. 3/4, half to 3/4 of the entire reading is me channeling information based on what I'm being told and seeing, which is a little bit different for me in this particular setup because I'm not even using any cards at that point. So some of it is very, very specific. Some of it is more general. Some energies are different than others. Some are stronger. Some are more strange than others. So it is a very different set of readings for August, for sure. As always, it is general. These are general readings, so it may make sense to you. Some of it, certainly for all of you, it won't make sense to you. For some of you, it may. For a majority of you, some parts may make sense to you, some won't. Please check out rising sign, moon sign, as well as your sun sign, as these may offer a more complete picture of what's happening in your life. If you would like a private reading, please contact me with the information below, and we can set up a private session so that you can understand exactly what this is pertaining for you. I cannot answer questions through emails pertaining to general readings. Sometimes I'll get a message saying, what does this mean to me? Without actually having a one-on-one session, it is impossible for me to do that. And I cannot answer each and every email because I get literally hundreds of emails, which is why I can't always respond to all of them. So if you would want more information particularly connecting to you or relating to you, you might want to have a private session, and you can just reach me at the information below. If these readings don't make sense to you this time around, that's perfectly okay. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Please do let me know if you like the new format, as I feel it's here to stay, at least until the next change. I think I mentioned in some of my earlier videos that I feel I will need to be doing more channeling. So, I hope you like it. I actually found it a little bit easier, not looking at cards and just giving information that's coming to me. And that's really how I work with one-on-one clients. Trying to see if there's anything else that I want to say, other than I always want you to know how grateful I am for you listening, viewing, liking, sharing. It means a lot to me. I just posted a video on 10,000 subscribers thank you offer. This was my goal for the end of 2016. So the fact that it's already reached 10,000 at the end of July is amazing to me, and that's obviously thanks to you. And I always want to say thank you so much, because without you, there's no need for me to do this. So without further ado, I hope you like the readings. Let me know how it resonates with you, and let's get going. I'll see you in a moment. Hello and welcome back, and this is going to be a reading excuse me, for the sign of Scorpio, your moon sign, rising sign, or sun sign. I have my cards face down. Now I'm going to start with a message from Spirit. So just give me 1 second as I tune in. So the very thing I hear is the words, important information is about to come to you either from your father or about your father or father figure. For some of you, I hear the words court case, and for some of you, important matters regarding health. Now, please keep in mind that I don't diagnose and I don't predict bad events. I just don't do that. So whenever I get messages like that, I'm very mindful, because some listeners freak out and get really upset. So no information that I will ever pass on to you is meant to harm or make you afraid. It is always meant to empower you and give you hope and faith. And that is always my intention. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, the information pertaining, so the information pertaining to your dad or father figure regarding health, it has to do something with his heart and or cholesterol, or both. For some of you, your father either needs some kind of transplant, not heart, some kind of transplant, is on a transplant list, and you will get good information or good news. Thank you. For some of you, your dad is going to be diagnosed with something and some kind of a heart condition. I'm actually getting a bit of a funny feeling around my heart. Maybe for some of you, your father had a heart attack and now you're going to receive news that he needs a bypass surgery. I hear the word quadruple, so for some of you could be quadruple. I'm not predicting heart attacks. This has happened already. This is regarding to treatment. This is news regarding treatment and avoid further complications. So that's what this information is. For some of you, I see a doctor speaking to you about your father or about a father, maybe a father to your children or grandfather. And I feel like you will be in a position to not make choices for him, but you will be the sounding voice. What do you mean by this? Voice of reason. If you're dealing with a dad or a father figure or someone who is a dad, maybe to your children, and maybe they're stubborn, maybe they don't want to do anything, maybe they don't want to involve with any interventions, and they're just happy to pop a pill. Something about you being the voice of reason and having to sit down and speak with this person, say, listen, this is what your health is like. This is what already happens. What the doctor is proposing is something that will allow you to live a longer, healthier life and prevent future damage or future incidences like this. So that is for some of you. And when I'm connecting with whoever this is, I do feel it's a female. So for some of you, you're a female and this is your dad. For some of you, this is a dad of your children. And for some of you, it will be, you are a male and this is your dad. So, but this heart connected is specifically around a father or a father figure. And again, he showed me a letter S as in Sam. And he says in the last name. So somebody's last name has the letter S. Maybe it's yours or your dad's. Okay? Or your grandfather, if this is to do with your grandfather. Now, the other part of the equation. News about finances. Something about more money or money coming in as a result of a court case. Okay, so again, this is not going to apply for most of you, and probably not all of you for sure, but certainly for some of you, I hope. Something about court case and something being resolved. And I do see you either paying money or paying off, or somebody paying money to you. But this is somehow connected to a father. I also hear the word estate. For some of you, perhaps there has been legal issues around an estate, or maybe family family dissatisfaction with a way a will was done, or something of that sort. But it's to do with estate, money coming from somebody's estate, and the somebody is a male, father, grandfather, father figure. I don't feel it's the father of your children, but it's possible. But that's a very small, very, very small percentage of you, maybe 2. I'm also hearing that you need to take better care of your health. And when I ask, and this may connect to something to do with your dad, or it's maybe something completely separate. He's saying to me, whoever this is, whoever you are, you've been under a lot of stress lately. Whether the stress has to do with your dad or it's completely separate. He's saying to me, your overall health has taken a toll on you, or has taken its toll. And I'm getting all of a sudden a headache, especially right here. And when I ask him why this is, and he's saying to me, constant worry about something. This something may, for some of you, be finances, or it could be worries about a parent. Okay. Perhaps for some of you, you are attending to an elderly father or grandfather, and you are helping him in some way, shape, or form, or taking care of him in some way, shape, or form. Perhaps you're the caretaker, okay? And he says to me, do not forget about your own health. He says balance. As difficult as it may be for you at this time, or as difficult as you feel it may be to achieve, it is nonetheless that much more important for you to try, at least try, to keep some sense of balance, okay? And he's saying this to me because of your obligations. So these obligations can be many different things, but the health is the central focus of this particular message right now, whoever you are. Also, I hear the word digestive issues, and I also hear the word worry. So for some of you, you have been experiencing digestive issues, and I hear the word gurgling. So, and it is to do with worry. I'm asking him, is it ulcer? He says no. So no ulcer. So for some of you, if you've thought you have ulcers, I'm hearing the word no, but please, I'm not a doctor. I'm not diagnosing anything. So you always check it out, okay? Always, regardless of whatever comes through, medically speaking or otherwise, this is not meant to be advice. Just to be clear, okay? And he said to me, they got the point. Okay, and I want to see if there's anything else. For some of you, I'm hearing that your mother is worried about you. Now, when I connect with the mother, for most of you, your mother has passed. And she's worried about you because of your dad. So this may be a situation, or most likely is a situation, where you are taking care of your dad, but your mom is no longer around, okay? And he's saying to me, the mother is worried about her. So if you're a female taking care of your dad and your mom is passed, she's worried about you. Certainly this can apply to males as well, but I'm picking up females more predominantly than males in this particular instance. For some of you, you are either visiting an elderly father or a grandfather every day, or you are tending to him on regular basis and regular intervals. That's the word that's being said to me. I also hear the word group home. So perhaps for some of you, your father is in a group home or a home, and you make a point of visiting him every day or nearly every day. And I actually see you bringing with you some sort of food or goodies that he is not getting there. And I hear the word his favorites. Okay. And again, I'm here seeing the letter S. S as in Sam. So that's the message. It's already on 10 minutes. So that's the message. And let's go with the cards. The first card represents your background. So my intention with the cards and with the message in this new setup is that the cards connect with the message as much as possible so that it all ties together. And for the most part, it has been the case, but I actually don't know. So that's what my hope is and intention. So the card representing your background or your past, we have the card called Victory and Success. This is pertaining to your passions. It is the suit of wands. It is the spirit. It is your drive. But it was shown to me, it says victory and success, but it's shown to me in reverse. Okay. Now, I don't remember if this was at the beginning of the message when I said number 6 about a father. And I believe I said, perhaps for some of you, your dad was born in June, or there's a number 6 connecting to him. So he's asking me to pay attention to this as a reference point as well for what was said earlier. But I'm going to ask him what this is about as far as your past. Why is this being shown to me? He's saying to me the words defeated and problems. So, and I hear the word breakup. I wouldn't necessarily look at this card and think breakup, but keep in mind, I don't read cards. I just look at them and I'm asking, what do you want me to say? But he is connecting this past to you feeling defeated because of some breakup or break in a relationship. And I don't want to spend too much time on this because this is your past, so there's no point in rehashing it, but it's being shown to us as a bit of point of reference in understanding of where you're at. The next card signifies the present or the problem or your challenge. And we have the card, it's a major arcana card. It's called, well, intuition, pretty much self-explanatory. 2 for me is about choices and decisions, but it was shown to me in reverse. Okay. And when I ask him why this is shown to me in reverse, he's saying to me, you have a difficult decision to make, or you have difficult choices in front of you. And there is, not that there is a reluctance on your part to make these choices, but there's a feeling of not wanting to go there just yet. It could be because you don't feel ready. And I hear the words ready or not, here it comes. I don't know what this is pertaining to. It will be different for different people. Perhaps for some of you, there are choices and decisions pertaining to your dad or an elderly male that represents a father figure to you, and you are not wanting to go there just yet. Okay, and I'm asking him to give me a little bit more information on what this could mean, and the only thing I get is that it's uncomfortable for me to look at this situation. And when I say me, I'm connecting to your emotions, to your feelings. So a difficult decision that has to be made. Perhaps for some of you are looking at relocating your dad to a group home, and now that your mom is gone, it's something that you're facing, and you're facing it with a heavy heart. I hear the words, it's okay. It's okay. And I also want to follow up with the words that say he will understand, or he will eventually understand. So this is for a specific group of people who are dealing with a father, elderly father, or a father figure. For some of you, I hear this is to do with a divorce. And I hear the words you should have known, but you chose not to. So I'm going to ask him what this means. I'm being told that whoever you are, you understood the implications of getting into the situation, but you chose to do it anyway. And now the facts are in front of you. This could pertain to relationship, as in romantic. It could represent a business transaction. It could represent a friendship, though friendship is being shown to me as last, so that would be the least amount of viewers, people who resonate with this. But I hear the words, you're saying to yourself, I should have known better, I should have known better, I should have known better. And he says to me, there's no point in rehashing the past. What is you have to move forward. Time to make decisions. And these are not easy decisions. I'm going to rephrase. These are not comfortable decisions. And decisions are often not comfortable, right? I would say a lot of the time. Not always, obviously, but a lot of the time. The decisions that are most uncomfortable to make are typically the ones that shape us the most or have the most significance in our life. Hence why they're uncomfortable. Makes perfect logical sense. Okay, the next card is representing your future. I'm just going to move the screen here. Or your advice. And this is interesting. So this is Suit of Wands again. It is passion, as the word implies, passion ignited. It is your drive. It is your spirit. But it is shown to me in reverse. So I'm going to ask him what this means. And he's asking me to use the term advice. Not so much prediction, this is what's going to happen, but advice. This is direct quote. The advice is this. Everything in life happens for a reason. Even the most difficult of moments or situations have been chosen by you or your spirit in order to learn and or shape who you are as a soul. And though we do not, for the most part, have a cognitive memory or understanding of it, and for the most part it doesn't make sense, and certainly not something we would choose for ourselves, he says, keep in mind this will pass. Yes, it's difficult. Yes, it requires you to make some arrangements that you're not comfortable with. Yes, guilt will arise for various reasons, but you are being asked to keep in mind that this too shall pass. So when I look at this card in reverse, that is not a message that I would typically get. But again, I don't read cards as per their meaning. I just say, okay, what do you want me to say about this? And that's what's being channeled. Let me just see if there's anything else. He wants me to say everything happens for a reason. And for those of you who this message resonates with, and for those of you who understand this concept or subscribe to this concept, he says, you get it. It's still difficult to accept. So your advice is to accept the good with the bad, or in a different way, the joyous with the uncomfortable. And he's saying to me, life has its highs and its lows. This is, for most of you who you understand this message, is not a high. This is probably a low, okay? And he says that's okay. Know that soon that will be over as well. And not, when I say over, don't misunderstand. It's not like your memory is going to be erased and there will be no account of it. But you emotionally, you will learn to adjust to the new way of being or the new situation. And though it may feel unsurmountable now, though it may feel like it's a mountain too high for you to climb, because whatever the connection is, and I hear the word guilt, this too shall pass. Know that, okay? And I feel like that's all he wants me to say. And I'm looking at the time. These messages were supposed to be way shorter than any other time. Then I'm being actually way longer. So, but I don't mind if you don't. I hope this makes sense. Like I said, this is a very general message, but it seems to be very specific. So my intention is to touch as many people as I possibly can with the messages that Spirit wants to pass through, in hopes of helping you and giving you hope, and some upliftment, and most importantly, helping you feel like there is light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, I would love it for you if you would let me know if this does make sense, and particularly in what way. And I love listening and reading those comments, and I read every single one. I wish you wonderful month of August, and I also want to say September, but I'll see you before September. And feel free to connect with me if you want a private session, particularly connecting with your details and specifically to do with you. The information is down below. Until then, again, I wish you, I want to say blessed August, and enjoy the rest of the summer, and I will see you in September. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.